My wife and I took a DNA test. We were adopted, and I don't know what to do after seeing these results.
Are they like related?
There's only one way to find out, Sam.
I don't know if I want to find out.
I decided to get tested to see if I could donate my kidney to my wife of 6 years. My wife got sick just after our son was born and now is in need of a kidney transplant. We checked with her relatives and none were a match or a viable donor. Last week, I got tested. I knew it would be a long shot, so I decided to get tested to see if I could donate. I got a call the other day saying that I was a match, but then the doctor said something about wanting to do additional testing due to some information from the HLA tissue test results. I didn't think much of it, and I agreed.
Oh, God. Dude, I hate that. No.
Why not?
I just see where this is going. I don't like this.
But then the results came back and I was shocked and confused. He explained that because of how DNA information is passed down through generations, a parent to a child could have at least a 50% match. Siblings could have a 0 to 100% match, and it was rare to have a high match as a husband and wife. So I asked him the natural question, what did he mean by that?
Dude, this is so bad. This man's world's about to get rocked.
He then said, everything is fine and I don't need to worry.
Oh, thank God.
Just kidding.
No, John, why did you do that to me?
He then said that my wife and I have a abnormally high match percentage.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Long story short, we are related.
How related?
We're going to find out. No, I'm not kidding. I was put up for adoption before I was born and placed into a family that moved across the country. I knew I was adopted, but we didn't have any information about my biological family. It was a closed adoption. I met my wife by chance 8 years ago. I was on a trip from work and she was working at the site that I went to. The odds are just so insane.
Astronomical.
My God. We worked together for a week. We exchanged numbers to keep in touch, and I was sent back about 3 more times that year, and each time we became closer and closer. It's almost like we're family.
Yeah.
I want to know how you guys are.
How are you guys feeling?
How are you guys doing?
I hate these stories.
Edit, all of my family is from my adopted parents. My parents adopted me 2 minutes after I was born. Dang, you just got locked down over there.
Yeah.
They're like,
I'll take it. Get it.
Their name is on my birth certificate, and they have not told me anything about my bio parents and don't have any info. Her family is not a match as stated above. Most of her family has low match potential or can't donate their kidneys due to other medical reasons. And on to the big update.
Please tell us how related they are.
The reason I didn't go into too much detail is I didn't want to be recognized. Well, being on the front page of Reddit did not help with that. I appreciated all of your comments and feedback. I was freaking out after I got the news and had to get outside advice. When the doctor said that the percentage was abnormally high and that we might be related, I kind of zoned out and started to piece things together in my mind. I called my parents and told them that I needed to know everything they knew about my biological mom. They told me they didn't know much, that she was single, had me at 16, and the father was not in the picture. Also, I was born in a hospital only 1 hour away from my wife. Growing up, I didn't want to find out about my bio parents. To me, my parents were always my parents. Some doctors suggested some other additional tests, and they said I should take the 1900 plus CM match. And now we're finally here.
We're going to know how related they are.
This test basically confirms that at least one of my biological parents is also one of hers.
At least one?
It confirms one.
So they are half siblings.
They are half siblings.
I guess that's better than flirting your full sibling.
Okay, so also, it can also mean first cousins or aunt uncle. So basically, like, I guess the 3 options of their match type are half siblings, cousins, or aunt uncle.
Not great options.
Not the options you want. When my kids were born, my parents brought photos of me home as a baby and commented that I and my son looked a lot like my wife's dad. My son was easily explainable, but all 3 of us looking alike is a different story. I'm not going to bring this up ever. I might look at my father-in-law differently, but nothing will hopefully change. I hope none of the family goes on Reddit and connects the dots. I am donating a kidney to my wife. We have started the full process. It takes time and preparation, and I plan on talking to my wife after the surgery and after recovery.
Oh, so your wife doesn't know.
I guess she doesn't.
Would you tell your wife in this scenario?
Wow.
I guess he's planning on telling her after the surgery to give her less to worry about.
Yeah, like what would you tell her sooner.
I'm wondering if I would even want to know. Would I be mad if I found out later? Would I be mad at my partner for not telling me?
That, I think, is a very good question to ask. We will decide what to do with our kids if we are going to get them tested or ever tell them. I will not be leaving my wife. I love and will always be there for her. I made vows and I will keep them. I love her more than I would a half sister. That's hilarious.
Well, I don't think you should tell the kids. What do you say? Like, hey, you're an incest baby?
Maybe. I don't know.
What? No, I would never tell my kids they were incest babies.
So all in all, I do plan on telling her after the surgery. She's not doing well, and I think this will be even harder for her. I would rather her know that I love her as a husband rather than flip her world upside down right before a life-changing and dangerous surgery. Telling our kids is not a decision I'm going to make on my own. It will be a joint thing after my wife knows. My God, guys.
Frick, dude.
My goodness.
I say don't tell them.
Yeah, I think you made a good point. Like, do you tell your kid, like, it's the truth that they were an accident, but it doesn't matter really at the end of the day. It's a little bit different, but I think that is honestly a good way to think about it. And I guess not. Yeah, it's just such a wild thing to have to keep from your
it's
child.
Also it's just a wild
themselves.
scenario that for wild decision you have to make. But let us know what you would do in the comments below, please, and we'll see you in the next episode.